Have an applause for that.
First is to get the thank yous out of the way, I'm sure, really, is that Marie mentioned, obviously, she came up with a dream. I'm sure lots of you have dreams too. Jazubal, a friend of mine behind there, for instance, I spoke at an event of his recently, started with a dream. There's a world champion kickboxer in the room, started with a dream. His family are world champions too. That's just some of the people I know. But I'm sure what happens when you get transformational leaders together is that then it attracts other leaders around them too. When we raise our frequency and start looking for something more, it's funny how those people turn up in your life, isn't it? And very often the people sometimes, as transformational leaders, some of us that are in here, the clients that you get and turn up are direct reflections of something you need to resolve in your own life. So some personal stories there. The first I'm going to start off with, though, the chapter I wrote is about pay attention. So I'm going to talk about attention, and then I'm going to reduce it into 2 words. The 4 laws of influence. And then I'm going to sum it up in 2 words. And we'll see how clever we can be about this. The 4 laws of influence even. Number 1 is get attention. Maybe like write a book. That's one way. And the second law is to get criticism. Maybe write a book. The third is to get haters. Write a book. The fourth is keep repeating the first 3 until you have influence. Who wrote that? This is my 2 words. Who wrote those 4 rules of influence? Donald Trump. I just went through all 4 of those in 2 words. Attention, criticism, hate, and we went into a circle of repeating. Transformational leading is about getting out of that circle and moving on. Now, even in the writing of the book, I don't think the authors would mind me sharing this. Geesh, some lessons for a lot of us in there as well. You know, Marie came up with a dream. Mindy grasped the dream, and suddenly we had a huge amount of actions from these 2 ladies that delivered it as an utter gift for many people in the room. A chance to step up on the international stage that can sometimes raise questions in yourself and fear. But we all got through it, because that's why this group was formed and put together. Trusting yourself to ask for help, which may be in a book. Now, I run a martial arts school, and something within that, when people first come in, that I say to them is, look, this is a full contact sport, you're going to get hurt. At some point when you come in here, you're going to be hurt, big time. Much like life, isn't it? But in life there are no rules. We have a small amount of rules in martial arts. In life there are none. And when that happens, I tell the people what they must say is thank you. To whoever just smacked them in the nose or whatever, the words to say is thank you. And if I don't hear the words thank you, I'm going to be pretty upset. We'll leave it there, this is being recorded. But more importantly, I tell them the person that delivered, let's say they punched them in the nose, if I'm the person that's punched somebody in the nose and bloodies their nose, I'm not allowed to say sorry. That's more difficult for people than moving to anger for being punched in the nose. Why would you do that? Why am I saying you're not allowed to say sorry? And by the way, if it is sorry that I hear from somebody, they're called up in front of a circle of people and they receive leg kicks. That's probably the most painful thing that we can do to each other. No. But in life, life does that. It's the lessons, the transformational lessons. What I'm trying to teach really there is, they chose to come into a full contact sport, it's very different. But the sorry, when you say sorry to somebody in that, is you've robbed them of the chance to learn. And likely is they'll have to go through and repeat that same lesson again. Because the thing that Transformational Lessons we're trying to teach me is take some responsibility, look to change, advance, find a good mentor, find a good coach, find a good book. Maybe you just need to start with a book. And the thank yous are that generally this is a book about adversity that all of us experience in our lives. And in the adversity, very often are the biggest lessons. In that adversity, you find the motivation, the emotions to move you out of it into something new, which I pretty much guarantee is going to be something life-enhancing. Change something for the better for you. Rather than looking back on the adversity and understanding that that's something to hold on to and blame other people for, take the opportunity to find the people around you that can help you and move you on. This has been an amazing opportunity for me that I grabbed with both hands. Amazing lessons for me within it all. And just strengthened a huge amounts of more deeper friendships with people that some I only met in Forensi a short while ago. I'm really pleased to see so many people here tonight. It says a lot about you turning up. It's famously said, isn't it? 99% of getting something done is turning up. You turned up. I'm sure you came here with a dream. Just turn up for your dream next. And perhaps within this book that's here tonight, perhaps there are tools and stories and insights to help you get there. Just to finish with, silence. It's uncomfortable, isn't it? Not as uncomfortable as it can be from the speaker's point of view, at the top of the room. But it's still uncomfortable nonetheless, because you all feel the emotion, whoever you're with. Your emotions are tools to help you decide, are you on the right path or not? I want to leave you with a gift from me tonight. That is within the pay attention point of view. I've been looking around the room, making plenty of eye contact, and seeing that you're already paying a lot of attention to me now. Because this one person stood at the front of a room, it's easy for me to get attention. Very often through school and life, you've all been taught to listen intently. You're told it time and time again. You're told it that you didn't listen properly. But who tells you how? And right through life, we all get told you should be doing things better, keep improving. How? That's what the book is about. There's some hows. That's what going to coaches and other people about. Very often you actually know what to do. It almost gives you permission to. So I'm going to give you a technique all to leave with. I want you all to put your tongue behind the back of your teeth. You see, when we think, our tongue continues to move. When we think, it continues to speak inside our mouth. Which means we create lots of chatter in our head. So with that tongue behind the back of your teeth, I want you to imagine there's a little ball of olive oil. And if you push too hard, it'll burst it. But if you pull it away, it'll burst it as well. And with that tongue there, you'll notice your sensory acuity improves. My body language will become more apparent. The pitch and the tone and the raise and the fall of my voice will become really clear. That is listening intently. That is listening correctly. That's one small thing that could help change your life here on in. Imagine, if you read a book, how many more you can have. I'm Garry Jones. Thank you really for listening to me. I'm honoured that you turned up, and I'm honoured to be here today. Thank you.